Hello, good morning, and welcome back to another episode of Talk to Tanner, where we go over tips, tricks, and ideas, exercises to help you, the entrepreneur within you, to become a better version of yourself. Essentially, we're here to help improve you so you can be a better version of yourself for the people you love and care about most. That's what this is all about, and that's what we're here to do today. We're here to help give back to the ones who have helped us along the way, right? No man is an island. Cleo, my special guest, is here with us this morning. Hi, say hi to everyone, Cleo. Woo! Cleo's making a special guest appearance, and we're talking about personality tests. Personality tests being those common ones that you've seen. Maybe you've tried you're going into a new occupation, a new job, making some type of change, or maybe it was a school assignment back when you were in college, high school, etc. Well, I still make my clients still take a personality test. I wanted to show you the personality test I like, and that I usually we get up with some answers, and then there's some benefits to this, right? I wouldn't put this exercise on there if I didn't think we would be getting some benefit out of it. So I'll go ahead and we'll kind of rip through some of the personality test benefits and see if there's one that you might like to take for yourself. Okay, so let's go ahead. We're going to jump in. I'll screen share with an article that I found that I liked that we'll dive right into. Okay, so why would you even take a personality test? You're like, T-Dog, what the hell's up? Why would I even take one of these things? Well, personality test, first and foremost, we need to figure out what you like and what you don't like. That sounds so simple and so stupid, but people spend their entire lives doing things they don't like, and they're like, why am I unhappy? Why do I feel like shit? Why is this not working for me? There's this innate ability in, what's a better way of putting it? When we just look at performance, that's somewhere where you can think of me as just helping you become a better performer in what it is that you are trying to do. And there's a direct correlation with people. When they do what they like, they tend to perform better at it. So we're trying to, in the personality test, when you're looking at a few of your answers and you're being very truthful, very key with your answering, we're trying to figure out what you like and what you don't like. Taking some mental notes as you're rolling through it. What do you like? What do you don't like? We need to really get a better understanding of this so we can try and maybe, if we need to pick the type of business, if we need to pick the type of career, if we need to pick the type of relationships to surround ourselves to make this a reality, to make this actually happen, we need to know, we need to have some type of blueprint. That's where you and I come in working together, as we really get down the likes and the dislikes. What are you willing to do? What are you not willing to do? And more on that. Know your situations are ideal for you. So whether our relationship between you and I will be on a bit of more of a personal level and a business level, where we're just trying to figure out which situations are you willing to be in. There are situations that are ideal for you and then not. So if you're an introvert and we're putting you out into space where the only way you're recruiting and forming business is you're going into public meetings and you're shaking hands and kissing babies, we could have a rough start with that, right? We don't want to have this test be too limiting. And thanks for tuning in this morning, talking about why we should take a personality test, because we don't want it to be too limiting. There could be some things where we're not very good at, but we want to just figure out what situations and strategies are ideal for us personally. Excuse me. I got another cold. It dropped in temperature, went and stood in a football game in the rain or something. Usually don't get sick this often. I guess I'm getting my butt kicked this year, but nonetheless, going on to the next benefit, recognizing your strengths and weaknesses. I put in the show notes SWOT analysis. That's something we talked about here on the show, and that's something that I work on with people one-on-one: SWOT analysis, strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, threats. Probably gives you nightmares thinking back of when you were in school and you had to do one of those assignments. But when you're in a one-on-one environment, you're like actually writing down what is in front of you, your resource wise. It's actually a really helpful exercise. It's really solid. So these personality tests can really help with just having a better understanding of your strengths and of your weaknesses. And I'm under the philosophy in business that it's usually better to outsource your weaknesses. Granted, I know not everyone's chock full of money or has the ability to figure out who can do what right off the bat, but that's what this exercise, and that's why we work together to try and figure out what it is that we can and we're willing to do right up front in the grindy mode. And then what do we need to do as we move over and we need to outsource things to people. Like at one of our rental properties, my girlfriend and I were talking about the other day, the gutters on this one place are total shit. And, we could try and figure it out and do it, or we could outsource and pay someone, maybe put some gutter guards on it, pay a little more money and have them be nicer for a longer period of time for our rentals. So kind of going the back and forth. What are we good at? What are we not? And the strengths, we need to be able to focus on what it is that we are good at and do that more often. So whether that would be, say, if you're good at talking on camera and you're willing to do some type of consistent morning show, such as something like this, then we would want you to focus on content creation versus the editing side. Or maybe you're really good at editing videos and you bring a lot of value to the table in that, then in your business or in your focus, we'd want to focus on that. But just getting another groundwork, and it's not common knowledge to just be writing out your strengths and your weaknesses all the time. Usually you want to do that in a coaching space or a coaching environment where people can challenge you a little bit and make sure that we're not leading ourselves in one way that isn't true. Because chances are there's things that you're really good at that you're not giving yourself nearly enough credit for. That happens all the time. People are rock stars at stuff, but it's hard work. So they're like, I'm not good at that. It's like, no, we just need to put a little more time and consistency in it. And using a coach, I've found in my experience to be a good little back and forth on that to make sure that we're being truthful on what it is we do want to do. So these are some key benefits as we're rolling through. Why would you take a personality test? And that'd be to identify your likes and your dislikes, knowing which situations to actually put yourself in, or recognizing your strengths and weaknesses. It's all about figuring out how we're filling up our day, what strategies we're using. There's a million ways to skin the cat, as they say, but we just only need a couple things that we need to focus on throughout and stay consistent with it. Because if we're focusing on too many things, and this is something I've fall to from personal experience, is nothing tends to get done when we're focusing on 1,000 things. Or if you have more than 3 priorities, you don't have any priorities at all. As Jim Collins would say in that Good to Great book, highly recommend that book. And for the personality test, the big enchilada, which one do I like the most? It's this one. It's called Principles U, and this is totally free. The link in here, I can put that in the show notes over here in the comments. But Principles U, and that's from Ray Dalio. He started one of Bridgewater Capital. Is one of the biggest hedge funds. He's retired since, but he would only take clients on if they had a net worth of $1 billion or more, yada yada, the elites, all that good fun stuff, right? He's a really good financial advisor, really understood economics and people really well, and he always talked about the importance of people and understanding them to a degree. These personality tests, of course, they're not perfect. If you're sitting at home and you're taking it from an online perspective, of course, there's no way to know you from the top of your head all the way to the bottom of your toes, what you're perfect at, what you're bad at, et cetera, right? But this it's going to take you a good 30 minutes. It's a shitload of questions, but it's really good. And this is my favorite one that I've taken so far. And it's the favorite one from most of my clients. So I'll recommend it to you guys. It's completely free. And if you have any questions or you want to go ahead and sign up for a free coaching session, you can always go over to talktotanner.com. And let's go ahead and punch in that new website. We put in a new photo. You can always come in here. There's my pretty little face. And then you can always sign up jump over to the calendar, and then you can sign up for a free coaching session. If you so choose, right, would only love and support. So we're here to take a personality test, sign up for a free coaching session. Principles you, I'll leave the link in there. And we got to understand our weaknesses. Again, recap, understanding our strengths and our weaknesses, what situations we're willing to put ourselves in, and finally, your likes and dislikes. This is all important for business. It's important for you. If you like this video, please share it with friends, family members who you think who could benefit from taking one of these personality tests, who just needs a deeper understanding of themselves, and they want to make improvements to how they approach life, the strategy that they put in place. Or please share if you know someone who could benefit from my personal coaching and working with me one-on-one to make you the best version of you for the people you love and care about most. All righty, we're rolling out. We're to the 12-minute mark. I got a bunch of shit to do myself. Tuesdays are my heavy coaching days. So we got to get some coaching in, helping some people out, helping grow and improve. I know you guys have a busy schedule yourself. So have a wonderful, wonderful Tuesday. Kick some ass today. Keep it rolling, and we'll play some music as we head out here. I'll be back here 7 a.m. Central Standard Time. Don't be scared to check us out on our other social media platforms where we're on Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, YouTube, TikTok, all under Talk to Tanner. All under Talk to Tanner. We're here to talk about you, to help you, to make you the best version of yourself. All right, friends, I'll see you all tomorrow. Have a great day.